Today, I'm going to share with you a mental image that will help you be more positive. Hello, Dale Majors here, and welcome to Venture Anyway. If you're a motivated person that wants to get ahead, you're going to want to subscribe and follow along. Today, I want to share with you a story about how to maintain positivity, and it has to do with my friend Dan. Dan is one of the most positive people you will ever meet in your whole life, and my family and I had the privilege of spending 2 months with Dan and his family. And it changed me. It changed me in a pretty significant way. So first off, I'm a relatively positive person. I could be maybe prone to gossip, and I've definitely got some negative tendencies for sure. But in general, most people that know me would consider, Dale, he's pretty positive. When you compare me to Dan, I was really surprised with how much more positive he is than me. And it's crazy. So as far as getting to that mental image that I was talking about, the assessment that I took from spending 2 months with Dan was that Dan never stewed or kept a negative thought for very long at all. Anytime something negative came up, he would always just dismiss it really quickly and turn it to a positive. And he was just very, very positive. This was over a 2-month bike tour when there were a lot of situations that weren't ideal. So the mental image that I came up with was when you get something on your clothes, a stain or whatever, you spill ketchup or whatever, you immediately run to get it out of your clothes. You run it under a sink, cold water, and just try to get it out so it doesn't set in, so the stain doesn't set in. And that was the closest analogy that I could come up with to negativity dealing with him. He never, anytime something negative came up, it's almost as if we get something to get on our clothes, and we have the choice if we're gonna stop there and just kind of stare at it and dwell on it and think about it. And while we're doing that, while we're thinking about that negative thought, and while we're just being with it and not washing it off, not getting it off of us, pushing it away, it is setting in, and it has the potential to leave a mark. It has the potential to leave a stain. So think about that whenever you have something negative come into your life and you could sit and dwell on it. Are you going to bring it in? Are you going to leave it there? Are you going to not let anyone else brush it off? Are you going to just let that stain sink into you and let it affect you? Or are you just going to try to have nothing to do with it? So he had a great skill at almost being oblivious to the negative and just not spending any time with negativity. So that's a question. Next time something negative happens to you, how long are you going to spend dwelling on it? How long are you going to talk about it? How many people are you going to tell about your negative thing? Or are you just going to get over it? And I'll tell you that I am much better at getting over it than I was a couple years ago because of my association with Dan. So he was great. Another thought is, and I get this from Brian Tracy, I think that's the first time I read it in his book, that you become what you think about most of the time. And philosophers have been saying that forever. I'll just credit Brian Tracy. You become what you think about most of the time. So if you are going to entertain negative thoughts all the time, those are going to become a part of you. And that is not good. So as far as a takeaway, you're going to have a lot of negative things that come into your life, and your decision that you get to make, we all get to make, is how much are you going to dwell on it. So thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, comment, share. Don't ring the bell, because I don't want that sort of influence in your life from your phone always telling you what you should do, because you should have your own free will to do whatever the heck you want, right? Social media can be really distracting, and we should consume responsibly. So yes, if you're not a part of the channel yet, please subscribe, and we will talk to you in the next video.